some of the mental abuse and physical abuse I was experiencing. And life was pretty tough, but not as tough as what I found out at age 11 that my classmate Rebecca had. She and her family of 5 total lived in a room and shared a kitchen and bathroom with 2 more families, and they didn't even have enough to eat. I realized that there were people in life in even much worse shape than I was. I wanted to make a difference in their lives because it didn't seem fair, it didn't seem just that with 2 working parents that they couldn't feed and clothe the family properly. And so my mission in life, my compass point was to make a positive difference. Armed with that knowledge, packed up my bags and came to America as a young student, working my way through school, did my undergraduate and graduate degree in 4 years in foods and in nutrition and economics, my master's in economics, so that I could go help make a positive difference in people's life. I stepped forward again, found a job with a company that had the same perspective as I did, and more than that, they were willing to take me as I was, a small immigrant woman of color, and take me and rate me and promote me based on my merits. Great story for me, because having been discriminated on every account by that time, that was a wonderful place to go work, make a difference. And that was May Department Stores International, which is now known as the Macy's Group. I joined them, and as they can say now, the rest is history. I went from there, Vice President of Nike, President of Reebok Apparel Products and Retail Group, and CEO of Veda. And leaving all that to start my own foundation, because I never forgot whether when I was working as a corporate individual or as a personal life, that my purpose, my compass, was to make a positive difference. So when I was with Reebok, we were able to establish labor standards throughout the world of how our manufacturers would treat their employees, what kind of hours they could keep, what kind of ventilation, lighting, all the things that so many of us in America take for granted had to be established. And there was something that made a difference for all the workers that we work with, but eventually the whole industry. It's something I'm really quite proud of, because I remember the times when I was young and did that myself. People ask me at times, what about your mother? What is she doing now? Isn't she so proud of you? And the short and long answer is, well, no. And people are so disappointed when they hear that. They think, oh, that must be so devastating. But I say, stop for one moment. If you're looking for approval from outside, whoever it is, you will never be happy. You have to allow them to be who they are, and for you to be who you are, and just accept that. My father died many years ago in a plane crash, but before he died, I felt like we had peace. Even though he never told me in so many words he was proud of me, I know in some level he was. So for me, I'm very at peace with my family, and I appreciate who they are, who they were, and what they've given me, and I'm really very grateful. The one thing I want everybody to know is that you, every one of you, have what it takes to get what you want. It's inside of you. Just go back inside. Don't listen to the tapes from outside, from everybody else telling you what to do, what to love, who to date, what job to have, what car to drive. You know what it is that you need. Go back to your inner wisdom. Listen to your voice, the voice that has been silenced by all this outside tapes. When you get back to that point, find out what is your compass point, and from there, you will live the life that you are born to live. And I promise you, you will find the peace and happiness you're after.
The journey within. Perhaps the greatest journey you can take is the journey into the hidden treasures of your mind and the eternal wisdom of your heart.
The greatest breakthrough discovery in human potential is that you become what you think about most of the time. The second greatest discovery is that you become what you say to yourself most of the time as well. Psychologists have determined that 95% of your emotions are determined by how you talk to yourself as you go through your day.
What am I going to do? Live on this beach forever? I should be moving on. I had plans. If only I was smarter, better. You're never going to make it. You're not good enough. You're never going to make it. I should just give up. You're not smart. Give up. You're not good enough.
What we say to ourselves has a huge impact on our success. And I ask you to really think about how aware are you of your own self-talk?
Are you encouraging you to go forward? Or are you discouraging yourself?
We all have a problem with negative self-talk. One of the ways to alleviate that problem is that when you hear disempowering voices come through your head, simply say thank you for sharing and put your attention on a much more empowering thought form.
MIT did a study, and the study indicated if I tell you you can't do something, someone else has to come along 17 times to say, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, to overcome that one time. That's why we have to really train our minds to serve us, because we have a mind, but most people go through life allowing their mind to rule them.
So pay attention to how you speak to yourself throughout the day. And when you find yourself saying negative thoughts, turn it around and say things like, I'm strong, I'm confident, I'm unstoppable. That will move you much closer towards the direction of your compass.
Because it's so easy to get caught up in self-attacking negative thoughts. I mean, our brains are really good at that. So sometimes a positive affirmation can help us to feel better. And I think that's really the key.
Affirmations are a great tool to help you reprogram your mind, to help you reprogram the subconscious mind, which is responsible for what you think about yourself, what you think about, and what you do.
You're never going to make it. You're not good enough. You're never going to make it. You should just give up. You're not smart enough. Give up. You're not good enough. No. I won't give up. I will carry on. I am strong. I am smart.
You got to say things to build yourself up, to encourage yourself. Each and every day you've got to say, I am going to make it. I will never stop. I will never give up.
I think affirmations are wonderful under a few conditions. You need to make sure that they're true, they're accurate, they're attainable, and they're done on